I was really trying to have a day off today and rest my voice, but you can't stop the signal. Oh wait, wrong universe. Wow. I knew that something was coming. I had a feeling that Gen Con would be the big reveal. I didn't think that we'd get a teaser so early on. You've just seen it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is everything that I wanted from the next wave. So we've had a couple of waves of Spartans, we've had a wave of, well, we've had elites and Spartans, and then a couple more Spartans, and then brutes. But rounding out the Halo Infinite style of things, and obviously the brutes and the elites you can paint up as traditional Halo Covenant, which is perfect. That's what we're leaning into here. ODSTs confirmed, and they look, from that little snippet, they look perfect. Perfect. How many of us, I think in my what I'd love to see pre-release video, one of the things that I brought up, and quite a lot of people in the chat agreed, was ODSTs have to happen. We're getting ODSTs. They are one miniature to a base from what we can see, and this box looks like it also has brutes in. This is just a teaser. The full reveal is in a couple of days. Was it the 31st? I think it says. So that is Thursday at Gen Con. I will obviously be covering it. But this is the prepare to drop teaser for Halo Flashpoint Wave 4 Feet First into Hell. Let's watch it again, and I'm just going to pause this and give you my reaction. So all of this is fine. First up, I mean, look at just the light camo on the, oh yes, the jump pack, backpack, jump pack. It could be either. I think it looks more like a jump pack. Running around with a DMR, which is not quite what I was expecting, but this just looks incredible. The detail on these miniatures is amazing anyway, but this is going to be smaller than a Spartan. Obviously smaller than the elites and the banished as well, but it's an ODST, perfectly formed, looks incredible, beautifully painted, and this is so reminiscent of Rook, the rookie from ODST, and his sort of the 6 hour period where you, I think it's 6 hours, where you play as him through the ODST game. Obviously there's flashbacks in there that bring in the rest of Alpha 9. I love Alpha 9. Buck, the lead of Alpha 9, voiced by Nathan Fillion, is my favourite character in Halo. So the fact that I can do that as, we haven't had an ODST Spartan yet. The fact that I can make an Alpha 9 ODST squad, regardless of if we get named characters or not, like, oh yes, this is my dream come true. But look how good it looks. And obviously all of this is reminiscent of New Mombasa, the Covenant attack at the start of Halo 2, when Prophet of Regret shoots out the system, slip space jumps, and destroys the skybridge. Elements of New Mombasa. ODSTs are sent to intercept. Obviously the mission goes wrong. You've probably played ODST. And then you're in New Mombasa dealing with brutes running around. Basically the brutes have taken over and it is just chaos. The DMR isn't what I would have wanted, but you kind of need some decent weapons for these guys, because they are going to be weaker than Spartans. They're probably, hopefully, they're not going to have shields. In the lore, they don't have shields. Their armor isn't going to be as good as Mjolnir armor. Not entirely sure how they're going to play, but this is cool. We're only seeing one. They're going to be in squads of maybe 5, 6, something like that. But all of this, LZ under enemy control, I mean, this must be new. Alert zone, evacuate, this is so reminiscent of ODST. These brutes, obviously the new brute models, the weapons don't quite line up with ODST, but that's fine, they're brute weapons. They are painted in the more traditional Halo 2, Halo 3 Brute style. It's more the Halo Reach, I think, the like the khaki, the muddy browns. But it just looks perfect. The scenery, I don't know if this is a new scenery set. This is going to be sort of splash terrain that's going to be very reminiscent of New Mombasa. Hopefully, because that'll be cool. But they're just like signs, boards and things like that. I think a lot of this stuff is just custom 3D printed. But it's that shot. Reinforcements requested. More ODSTs, but it's this shot. So that there I initially thought was a drop pod. But it's not. It's a piece of their normal terrain. So is this. So this looks like 3D printed stuff or custom made terrain. Broken things mixed in with their more traditional Halo Flashpoint terrain set. They do a variant for Dead Zone and Firefight, which is broken ruins and things of the same set, so it could just be mixing all of their terrain sets together. But you've got the lights, you've got the lamps, that very stormy, it's just so reminiscent of ODST, which is, it's a tough one, but it's probably my favourite Halo game. I adore ODST, and I love ODSTs just as a concept. But it shows you a lone ODST in the streets, just evoking that feeling of isolation that you have at the start of ODST. And then we get to the box. Obviously, the artwork that they're using that's Rook from one of the very first ODST trailers. I believe it was called Recon. Before it dropped, before it released, the first teaser trailer that we got was Halo Recon. With that shot, and it was changed down the line. But here we can see the first shot of the box. So, full trailer and pre-order coming 31st of July, so very soon. No surprise, Wave 3 just released a couple of weeks ago now, and we know that the individual components of the Wave 3 box are releasing middle to end of September. I think September's a little bit early for this to release. I'm not saying that that's out the question. I think this is more going to be October time. I think that ties in with ODST. I think ODST came out end of September, to be honest. Not that the Mantic releases need to tie in with video game releases, or video game anniversaries, or anything like that. But I don't see this in September. I think that this is going to be some point in October. But on the box, I think that is... No, that is an ODST, isn't it? I thought that was a Banished for a moment. That's a drop pod. Obviously the Halo artwork. I mean, this artwork is... These boxes, the artwork is always so good. So that's an ODST. You've got 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 models on there, which... I don't know if that tracks. I thought that we'd get more. How many models did we get in the Banished box? We got 8 new Brutes. Atriox was the pre-order. Like the limited edition Atriox came with the pre-order. And then there was the 4 Elites that we've already had. So that was 13 models. Does that mean 8 ODSTs? There's a couple of repeated poses from what we can see on there, which is fine. I wouldn't expect anything different. Repeated poses, different weapon loadouts. Yet again, we have the SMG. Yeah, bring in the SMG, absolutely. So here we have the SMG on this picture. It's a picture of an ODST. The most common thing you see on the ODSTs is the SMGs because of the game. So I'm not saying that we're getting the SMG as a weapon, but we should. We have a battle rifle there. ODSTs with battle rifle. Yes, please. Yes, please. I just want a battle rifle in the game so I can kit bash my own personal Spartan. I'm looking at the box trying to give you guys ideas. It's ODSTs. That's all I've got for you. That's all I can tell you. We'll find out more in 2 days. This is everything that I want to see moving forward. I want to see factions grow. Technically, the Spartans are a separate branch of the UNSC. They are, they have their own Spartan Spartan 4s have their own complete unique part of the military, so this, while it is still UNSC, they would be a new faction. They would be a faction ODSTs, but you would spin that into potentially Marines if we get Marines moving forward. It looks like here we have an ODST with the assault rifle. And then here we have one with a hand up and potentially another assault rifle there, maybe a DMR. Just looking at the barrel, but that's another 2. Is there a better... That light doesn't... We don't get a lightning flash, do we? No. But that's 3 ODSTs that we've seen. These models look amazing. We're only seeing the back of one and the side of the same one. It is the same character. But... Oh, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. I'm so excited. This game just keeps on delivering. I don't know what they'll do with their rules. I don't know what they'll do with how they interact with reinforcements. Potentially respawns. I know that for sort of match play, the competitive scene, they're looking at potentially moving away from respawns a little bit. They're playing with different things with their scenarios. I have no idea how ODSTs are going to stack up against a squad of brutes, a squad of Spartans. So many questions. Potentially we'll start to see more heavy weapons on these guys as standard. I don't know. So many questions, so much that we'll hopefully find out on the 31st of July. So join me on the channel as soon as it goes live. We will go over it. I'm just incredibly excited. Can you tell? This is great. This is exactly what I needed to cheer me up after a day of feeling very sorry for myself and my voice just being terrible. So hopefully it doesn't sound too bad on the recording. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for ODSTs? What else do you think will be in the box? Because I don't think it will just be ODSTs. I feel like we might get brutes in there. Maybe another 4 brutes. Same loadout, same that we've already seen. I don't know. But I'd be surprised if it was a big old box of just ODSTs. Not that I would have a problem with that at all. These guys are looking really, really good. Hey, more Flashpoint is always good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.